Hello, everybody, and welcome to week 2 of Gamaray Predicts. I hope you enjoyed the first week of football. It didn't seem so different without fans, but you could definitely tell that they weren't there. A lot of storylines to get into. First of all, I went 12-4 in my predictions, and if you don't follow my Twitter, I really suggest you doing so because I tweeted out that I was going to get rid of the spread because it was just too confusing. I was even starting to get confused with it. So I'm just going to go back to keeping a record, and make sure you check out my Twitter link in the description. I went 12-4. The only ones I got wrong were the Eagles beating the Washington football team. The Colts beating the Jaguars. I picked the Colts would win, and Gardner Minshew showed up. Dolphins and Patriots, that one was just stupid. I don't know why I picked the Dolphins. And then Rams and Cowboys, that one was a toss-up. The Rams eked out a 3-point win. Everything else, though, doesn't really surprise me. Um, I had a feeling that the 49ers weren't going to come out and do well against the Cardinals, and my suspicions were tried and true. The Buccaneers, there was no way that they were going to win against the Saints. Week 1 with 3 new offensive guys in a brand new offense. Yeah, that wasn't going to go out well. Steven Gostkowski missed 4 kicks. I think he missed 3 field goals and 1 extra point, but he still wound up netting the game winner. So that saved my pick there. And then the Browns and Ravens, I didn't expect the Browns to get blown out that bad. The Ravens, I know they have a really good offense. I expected the Browns to at least show up. It's looking like just more of last year. The Jets are the Jets. The Lions are the Lions. The Eagles just shit the bed in the second half. And the Colts, I don't really know what to make of them. Joe Burrow looked really good in his debut, and that's about it. Without further ado, let's get into the predictions for week 2. I already tweeted out my prediction for the Thursday night game. It was Browns and Bengals at the Dog Pound. And the Bengals, they definitely put up a fight, but prime time Baker Mayfield showed up and delivered and gave the Browns a 35-30 win. So already starting out 0-1 on the Thursday night predictions. Let's get into the other games though. Bears and Giants. The Bears got very, very lucky against the Lions. They had so many chances to lose that game and somehow won. One thing I was impressed with though is that the Bears' offensive line and their running game. It looked like it improved from last season. It couldn't have gotten much worse, but they did improve. And the Giants on that Monday night game against the Steelers looked absolutely dog shit. They looked so bad. That offensive line might be the worst in the league by the end of the season. Robert Quinn is expected to play for the Bears defensive line as well as Khalil Mack. They're gonna rip Danny Dimes a new one. Saquon Barkley was held to 6 yards with the Steelers defense. The Bears defense, I think, is better than the Steelers defense. So I'm not expecting this one to be close. I feel like the offense, this is the perfect game for the offense to get going. They got going in the fourth quarter of last game. Now let's see if Trubisky can sustain that run of form. I'm picking the Bears to beat the Giants. Eagles and Rams. The Eagles blew up a 17-point lead to the Washington football team, and the Rams I wouldn't say they got lucky, but I mean they played the Cowboys with terrible play calling all around. I'm picking the Rams to win this game just because I feel like the Eagles, they'll have a little bit more to prove, and they might come out a little more flat because of the pressure they're putting on themselves. This one's a bit of a toss-up for me, though, so I don't know. We'll have to see. Cowboys and Falcons in the first game at AT&T Stadium this year. There's going to be fans in Jerry World, so I think the Cowboys have an advantage. The Atlanta Falcons just lost to the Seahawks last week, so I'm not expecting big things for them again this season. They're an Atlanta team, not named the Braves, so I don't really see them as a threat this year. Buccaneers and Panthers. I know I just said that that Buccaneers offense wasn't gonna gel, and they didn't gel against the Saints. They looked awful against that Saints defense. But I feel like the Panthers defense is so bad without Kuechly that I think that this is the game that they're gonna gel together. And Gronk looks like he moves in quicksand every time he moves. But I feel like Brady to Mike Evans is going to be more than enough to win this game for the Buccaneers. Jets and 49ers, yes, the 49ers looked flat against the Cardinals, but I feel like the Cardinals are actually going to be a formidable opponent this year because they have D-Hop as well as Kyler Murray. The 49ers still have that rushing attack and Jimmy Garoppolo. They'll beat the Jets. Steelers and Broncos. I picked the Steelers to win. They looked really good against the Giants, although the Giants will make anyone look good. Big Ben's elbow looked like it was working, so I think that they might be able to beat the Broncos. Titans and Jaguars. The Jaguars, I don't really know what to think of them. That game against the Colts, I don't know if that was just an anomaly or if that's how they're actually going to be playing this season for both teams. I'm picking the Titans, though. They're a sure pick. And, yeah, they've got issues at kicker, but they've still got Derrick Henry and Ryan Tannehill, and I think that that'll be enough to win the game. Packers and Lions. The Lions just came off of another fourth quarter blown lead. They are literally the Craig Kimbrell of football. I think that the Packers, Aaron Rodgers, as much as I hate saying it, looks like he's got something to prove because he's got competition. Exactly what the Bears are trying to do with Trubisky, but we'll see if that works. The Packers are going to beat the Lions, I think. And, yeah. Dolphins and Bills. The Bills are... The Bills might be the class of the AFC East now. It depends on how well Cam Newton does in New England. The Bills defense, though, is really good, and that Bills offense does enough. They're going to beat the Dolphins, and Dolphins are going to start out 0-2. Colts and Vikings. I don't really know what to think of the Colts. They didn't play very well and lost to the Jaguars, who are supposed to be tanking. I don't know if that's because the Jaguars played well or because the Colts didn't play well. The Vikings didn't play well against the Packers, but I think that the Vikings are going to beat the Colts. But this is a true game for Indianapolis. If they lose this game, then they have some problems. Cardinals versus football team. Kyler Murray to D-Hop is all you need to know. That offense is going to be really good if those two can connect. Washington looked really good in their comeback victory against the Eagles, and I think Ron Rivera is definitely going to be good for them. But I don't think that the Cardinals are going to be defeated by a football team. Texans and Ravens. I went with the Ravens. The Texans came off of a blowout loss against the Chiefs. And the Ravens, that offense is so potent, so deadly. And I think that they're going to beat the Texans. Chiefs and Chargers at SoFi Stadium. The Chiefs, I probably won't pick against them this year. Unless they're playing like the Ravens or something. But even then, Pat Mahomes is going to be the greatest quarterback of all time at some point. And the Chargers definitely are not a world-class football team like the Chiefs are. So I'm taking the Chiefs. Seahawks and Patriots. This is a Sunday night game. It's a very big toss-up for me. Both kind of similar quarterback play styles. I can't believe I'm saying that about the Patriots, but it's true. Because they don't have Brady anymore. The Patriots, I feel like they definitely have a shot to win this game, but I'm picking the Seahawks just because they have Russell Wilson. And in the Monday night game, the first game at the new Vegas Stadium, I'm blanking on the name, Raiders and Saints, the Saints are going to win this game. Breeze and Kamara and Michael Thomas, they're going to come together like they did last week against the Buccaneers, and the Saints are going to win the game in Vegas. That's all for my predictions. Hope you enjoyed. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Make sure to follow my Twitter for any updates about Gamaray Predicts, any of my videos, or just whatever I'm thinking. And see ya. Also, real quick, want to give a shout out to Zanks for the gameplay so that you're not just looking at a white screen the whole time. He's currently beating the Buccaneers 50-0 as he's playing against the Saints. He might be the greatest Madden player of all time. And, yeah. Thank you for watching, and have a good one.